thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and this is what I've got going on for you. I want to show you how I cooked some ribeye steaks the other day. I also cooked some cabbages, some potatoes, some brats, some chiles, asados, and this mushroom and onion thing I like to do a lot of times when I cook steaks, all right? I'm not going to show you how I cooked all of that, but I am going to show you how I cooked the steaks and that mushroom and onion stuff, all right? I cooked some ribeye steaks on my new Ñuke grill. Now, the Ñuke grill is different than any grill I've used before. Certainly different than the gas grills I used to have where you turn a knob, and it's different than any sort of electric or plug-in type grill where you set the time, the temperature and the time and all. And it's different than the kettle grills I have because they have dampers on the bottom and the top, or vents on the bottom and the top, and you set the amount of intake air and exhaust fumes so you can control the oxygen to the coals and set the temperature that way. No, the way you adjust the temperature with this is you have a coal rake and you got some burning coals, and you move the coals, slide them in and out from underneath the food, and you can control the food by raising and lowering it. All right, it's got a lever on it. Now, it's not like those Santa Maria type grills where the grill grate may go up a meter or more and you can have a raging fire with real wood and flames and stuff underneath it and raise the food up. It's not like that, but it's a lot of fun to cook on this grill, and I've really enjoyed it. I cooked 3 ribeye steaks that day, and I'll take you along for the ride. One of them got the medium rare the way I like it. The other 2 were supposed to be medium well, and one of them was well done. Anyway, worked out well. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Let me show you how it happened. Well, more than an hour before I cooked steaks, I started the fire in that braceto right there, and I'd moved the coals into a straight line. That's where I put the cabbages and potatoes, and the air would flow in underneath there and out those vent holes in the back of the lid. Now, to prepare the steaks, what I'd use was simply salt, pepper, and cayenne. Some people call that newspaper rub. You get it black and white, red all over. Salt, black pepper, red pepper. All right, it's 2 parts kosher salt. I use smoked kosher salt, 2 parts cracked black pepper, and 1 part cayenne. And I rubbed both sides of the steak. And once I got both sides of the steak rubbed, I picked them up and made sure the edges were covered too with the stuff that was left over on the cutting board there. All right, probably a bad camera angle, but I'm gonna throw in a stick of butter right there on top of the griddle. I'll show you more about that in a few minutes. Let's get these steaks on. Now, this thing is on the second to highest rung, and I maybe even move it up. 1 right there, 1 right there. And when it gets to about 135, I'm gonna drop it down for a low sear. I am going to turn these, but this one has a full bone, this one has a good bit of bone in it, and that one has just a few pieces of bone in it. Now, here in the griddle, I got that butter all melted up, and what I've got is chopped up green onions and mushrooms. Now, this is a steak topping that the guy who taught me how to make the cabbages taught me to do years ago. And I use this a lot of times, often for cheaper steaks like sirloin. I don't ever use it like for ribeyes, but sirloins and round eye steaks and stuff like that, I'll make this and just serve it right on top of the steak. You don't need that for ribeyes. But I needed something to cook in this griddle, and so I'm cooking these green onions and mushrooms. Now, what I normally do is just the butter. They have lemon juice on them already, so it's butter and lemon juice, and then some seasonings. I usually use Cajun Creole seasoning, but let me show you what I'm gonna use this time. Tajin. I've been wanting to try this with some Tajin. So I've done this for 20-something years with, you know, usually with sirloin or a round eye steak or something, not generally with ribeye, but usually use Cajun Creole seasoning. This time I'm trying it with a little bit of Tajin. And if I don't want to put this on top of that ribeye steak, I'm just going to eat it right there on the side. But this stuff is really good, y'all. Especially livens up, you know, sirloin steaks and stuff like that. So we're just going to sizzle this down right here in this griddle. Get it all cooked down. I've cooked this on camera before too, so maybe I'll card that video if you're interested. If you're not, you don't need to be, because this is how I cook it. I just use Cajun Creole seasoning and usually a cast iron skillet. Sometimes right on the stove, not even out on the grill. This stuff is cooked down about like I like it. I'm telling you, my lighting is not good because I'm here into the patio, you know. But it's cooked down about like I like it. And yeah, I probably won't serve it on top of the ribeye steak. But what I might do is serve it on top of those Hatch green chili sausages, try to make those taste a little better. Now that I got the griddle removed, I don't need those coals, so I'm gonna rake them under here for screaming sear when we sear these steaks. All right, I was cooking those green onions and mushrooms, and I didn't worry about turning these a quarter turn to get pretty hatch marks on them or anything like that. What I am going to do is just go ahead and turn them over, and they're already looking like that right there. Already looking good. And this is on the 3rd highest level above the coals. They're looking good, but we're going to get a super sear on them here in a little bit. Yeah, that's what they look like right now. All right, let's check the temp on these steaks. My wife just told me she don't want it red, she just wants it pink. That one's at 115, 117, 125, 127 right there. 149, 150. Ooh, gosh, that one's already, that's the one she's getting, 150. I'm gonna drop these down and sear them. Let me get these hot coals over here, and we'll drop this down and sear it, then push that back and that back. And we're just gonna put these potatoes over there. And get all these over here, get all that over there. And let's get a hot sear on these steaks. And I'm gonna need a hot one right there. Hit that, drop it down for the sear. Everything's working the way it's supposed to work. And you can hear it sizzling already. Right there, they're about that far from the coal. Time it, we've been on about a minute. Look at that, look at that. Getting a good strong sear. All right. I'm going to check them and flip them one more time. $135, that's about where I like it, medium rare. $151, that's almost well done. I probably got those overdone. But oh well, that's the way it's going to be. I'll raise them up. We'll get them off of here. Well, you might find out why I don't cook a lot of steaks on my channel. All right, first steak cook on the Ñuke grill. I expect this one to be medium to medium well. Pretty almost on the well side, but my family will eat it. All right, I know this one is probably well done. Actually, that one's kind of medium. Maybe I had them mixed up. I expected one to be almost well done. That one's on the medium well side. All right, and I expect this one to be medium to medium rare. Hitting the bone right there. Yeah, that's medium. Medium rare. That one's perfect for me. All right, steaks on the Ñuke. All right. I love ribeyes. That's really good. And I like the salt, pepper, and cayenne. I put Tabasco sauce when I use steak sauce in the A1 or Heinz 57. Shannon and Hannah are just off camera. How is it?
Flavorful and tender. Very good.
It's really good.
How's that newspaper rub?
It's good.
What do you think, Hannah?
It's really good. It's pretty tender. It's good. It's peppery.
Awesome, y'all.
Tasting.
Awesome grill, y'all. I had fun cooking it. It's a lot of fun moving those coals around. Hey, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I've got some ribeyes to eat. Here it is all plated up. There's the cabbage, gonna be delicious. My steak, like I like it. The peppers, and yeah, got Got that Yukon potato, and I topped it with that mushroom and green onion stuff. I usually top a steak with it, but today it's going to top the potato. And it is tangy with that Tajin in it, let me tell you, but it's going to be good on that potato. Hey, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue.